What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ultimate Dad bringing you another video. UD gang stand up. Guys, I got some more Madden 19 news that I'm very excited to bring y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's about MUT, man. You know that's our game mode, man. Ultimate Team. So let's see how they gonna try to make this better for us. You know what I'm saying? And it's about player upgrades. The first thing we're going to talk about is these new player upgrades, guys. And let's see what they talking about, man. See if we digging it or we not digging it, man. Put in the comments if you're digging it. Put in the comments if you're not digging it. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to it. The design that drove the most amount of feedback in MUT 18 was the unquestionably power up players. Was unquestionably the power up players. It allowed you to have the most powerful version of a player, but it came with some limitations that we could not handle without additional development. We definitely heard and understood the feedback and invested in building support for power-up players and player upgrades in MUT 19. Let's start from the beginning and discuss what made upgrading players difficult in Madden 18. First of all, it took a lot of exploring through sets and knowing exactly what you needed to do. This may not apply to everyone who is dedicated enough to read this blog, but power-ups were too complicated. I agree, because I had a lot of you guys telling me about how to power up the players and what I needed. So yeah, I can go for that. It probably was a little bit too complicated, but let's move on. You needed to know how to navigate through sets, understand how to get team tokens, and then what you could actually do with them. Our first goal with Madden 19 was to streamline the process, and it started with building a new currency type, and that is training. They keep bringing up this thing about training, man. I can't wait to see exactly how this training thing works, guys. Training is one of the things you'll need to power up players in MUT 19. The primary way you'll earn training is by quick selling items you don't need. More on training a little bit later. So, hey, man, be looking for another video about this training thing later. Once they drop it, man, I'll bring it to y'all and I'll let y'all give me some feedback and I'll tell y'all all about how it works because I'm very interested in this training part. I don't know how interested y'all guys are in the training part, but I'm definitely interested in this training part. Now we can move on to the next layer of accessibility we added to upgrading players, removing the need to go to sets. Wouldn't it be easier if you could just upgrade players from the item itself instead of getting lost in one of the hundreds of set paths? It makes sense. I should be able to just click on that item and upgrade them from there. Makes plenty of sense to me. Because there's a headache going in those sets. That I like that idea. Now when you click on the player, the first thing you will see on the back is an option to upgrade. If that player has an upgrade option, you will be launched into the player's upgrades. And I'm guessing this is what it's gonna look like. Le'Veon Bell, 72 overall. Tier 2, Tier 3, a 74 overall. Okay, so you can get to that from clicking on the item itself instead of going to the sets. Makes plenty of sense to me. As you can see in the image above, you now have full access and visibility into all the upgrade options that the player has. So what you're telling me is day one, I can see exactly how high this car going to go for the rest of the season. That's hard to believe. But hey, man, maybe so. Or maybe when they drop the new ones, they'll just be visible then. That's probably what it's going to be. When they drop the new upgraded cards, they'll probably be visible then. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to put how far he can go starting day one. So that doesn't make sense. Also note that tiers require training while others require specific items. Navigating through the different tiers will also show you what the player's new ratings will be every step of the way. So we touched on how we made this design more accessible, but the player upgrades feature needed to do way more than that. They said they listened to the community and understood their frustrations. So let us start by addressing those. First, we should rip off the band-aids and say up front that once you upgrade an item, it still becomes non-auctionable and non-tradable. Oh my goodness. So you're pretty much telling me that there's still going to be some gnats in this game. What is up with the gnats? Oh my God. These gnat cards, they just kill me, bro. Like when I work that hard, I would like to be able to sell it. The big difference between MUT 19 is that you will be able to downgrade and go backwards on players that you want to get out of. By doing so, you will also be refunded a portion of what you invested in that player. Let's dive into an example. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so what they're pretty much telling us is we can downgrade the player if we don't want them no more and still having them sitting in a binder. Like I got a lot of players sitting in a binder and get some coins back for that. That's better than the net aspect of things. But hey, man, I would still like to be able to sell my player when I power them all the way up. What about y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, you power him all the way up, man. He probably go for 400K, 500K, something like that. I like to get those coins back, but hey, man, I guess they're going to give us something back. That'll be better than what they did this year. So they got the Aaron Rodgers base power up 80 overall, tier 1, 82, has 100 training, tier 1, 82, 100 training, tier 2, 84, 200 training, and 87 overall requires the 86 core elite. Okay, that makes sense. But we still need to figure out how the training exactly works. In this example, okay, we can skip past that because we just talked about it. If you want to go backwards to stop investing in Aaron Rodgers for whatever reason, you can choose to downgrade. When you downgrade from tier 3 to tier 2, you will get that core elite Aaron Rodgers back. Okay. If that core elite was auctionable when you invested in them. Okay. So it can't be a net. It has to be an auctionable card for it to get it back. Okay. He will return as auctionable. Or from tier 1 to tier 2, you will get a % of the 200 points of training you invested back. Okay. Why we can't get all of it back, I don't know, but okay. We are still determining what that % would be. Should be 100% would make sense to me, but hey. But we will let you know as soon as we've settled on a number. And finally, going back to tier 1 to the base, will make the base item auctionable again. Sound like a whole lot. Yeah, you're right about that. All right, they got more. How many times has a brand new player come out and he looks absolutely sick, except his chemistry doesn't match what you personally value? Well, we as MUT producers are removing ourselves from that equation and turning it over to you, the players. In MUT 19, almost no players will come with the chemistry outside of team chemistry already equipped. Instead, you will have the option to upgrade that player, which opens up a chemistry slot and a bank full of available options. Whoa. Okay. So what they're telling me is we can put our own chemistries on players. So I don't have to find the card with said chemistry to build my team around. That's absolutely excellent, man. I like that idea. Okay, let's look at the example. You acquire a core gold player. When you acquire him, he has nothing but his team chemistry equipped. But when you click on the player and choose to upgrade him to tier 1, you unlock his scheme chemistry slot. From that tab over, you will see that you have a bank filled with all the chemistry, all the available scheme chemistry. You will get to choose which one to equip, and just as we've done with the upgrade tiers, you have the ability to remove, change chemistry as well. If you have a quick, balanced offense, but want to change it to go deep, go right ahead. That's okay. So I can change it once I made it something else. Madden Ultimate Team wants to continue delivering more ways to let you personalize and customize your team, and being able to choose your chemistry loadout is a great opportunity to further that goal. It's worth nothing that not all players will have the same chemistry options, especially when it comes to chemistry abilities. Players will need to be a certain overall or a certain specific attribute at a certain rating threshold in order to have that ability appear in the bank of chemistry choices. Okay, so what they're saying basically is you can't have a guy that's a great pass blocker and then you have the ground and pound chemistry pop up. That makes sense. They give you choices of what he's good at, but it won't be everything. Okay, that makes sense, because they were going far to the left of what they were saying right there for me. So this is okay. I see what the chemistries on this card, y'all can see. Okay. What else we got left? Okay, solo battles. Another feature we're really excited to talk about is solo battles. Solo battles bring a competitive feel to weekend league to players who are comfortable taking on the CPU. Okay, there will be 13 games per week, and in each game you will try to earn the highest battle score. Battle scores is earned from completing a solo battle game, winning a solo battle game, and stats you accumulate in that game. There's one additional factor in determining how many battle points you can earn. That's by choosing your modifier. The modifier is a combination of difficulty and game style. The higher difficulty and higher the multi. Solo battle games are full games, challenges, and versus the CPU. Sorry about my reading skills, guys. Been some years since I've been in school, but hey. The quarter length is set to 3 minutes, and you will have only one chance to record the best possible results. There is no restarting or replaying a solo battle game like you can in a traditional solo challenge. Each week, your goal is to be pretty straightforward. Earn as many battle points as possible. The reward structure for solo battle will look fairly similar to weekend league. Okay. There are 14 different reward tiers, which include players who are in the top 100. We're not quite ready to detail the exact rewards. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, man, and so on and so on. So basically, they're gonna have you can play against a computer for guys who don't want to play head to head in the weekend leagues, and you can still get rewards. I think a whole lot of people are gonna like that, you know. So we'll see how they work that out. Monday's new solo battles begin. First 4 games available. Wednesday, the next 4 games available. Friday, the next 4 games available. Okay, so pretty much they're giving you way more options, man, to get rewards. Probably packs, anything. We don't know the particulars yet, but from what it looks like, soon we will know the particulars. You got these squad challenges. MUT squads will be in Madden 19. Okay. And they've added the ability to play against the computer. Okay. You and 2 of your friends can team up and take on the challenges and mix difficulties, play styles, and even weather. Okay. You will produce weekly challenges and plan to continuously updating throughout the year. Okay, so you got the squad challenges too, just like you got the solo challenges. Okay, cool. That's what's up, man. This video getting quite long, so I'm just gonna skim through what the rest they got up here. In addition, we have 3 major features we've built. There are a few other important worth touching on. A good place to start is an addition that all of Madden will benefit from, the inclusion of these 7 specialist positions, which would be the rush right, left defensive end, rush D tackle, slot corner, sub linebacker, power halfback, and slot wide receiver. I guess they'll get more into that into a future blog. But hey, man, if y'all want to read any more about what they're talking about, we can't go through the rest of this video because I mean the video's starting to get too long, man. We skimp through it. But if you want to see the rest of this, man, go to easports.com. There you can read through it yourself, get your determination off of it. I'm just giving y'all my perspective and what I think. But man, like, comment, subscribe, guys. I am pumped about Madden 19. Make sure y'all share this video. Until next time, guys, I'll holler at you later.